What's going on, y'all? Libertarian Dad here. Say, kind of funny, I just recorded this whole video. Didn't know I didn't have the microphone on, so kind of hilarious. Today we're going to talk about something that I got brought up earlier. This is my first rant video, so kind of excited. Starting my own YouTube channel. Kind of late on the bandwagon, I guess. A lot of people have already been doing it for years. I was talking to a good friend of mine, John. We used to work together at Outback, where I love to work at. And he left a while back, but he went and got a new license today, which he didn't talk about the fees and everything else at the DMV. And then I said, well, taxation is theft, which I'm very adamant about. Anybody who knows me in the Facebook world, anywhere outside of the real world, I guess, we have the belief that taxation is theft is something I believe in. And we talked about taxes. I explained to him, I said, it's not just the license fees. Think about when you were 15 or 16 years old. You got your first car. So excited. You worked up part-time. Maybe parents might have helped. But all that money you made was taxed. And that time, you had to pay that. Then you pay sales tax on that same car. I know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but still go with me here. You then go out, and then you have to, of course, pay registration fees, licensing fees. You have to get a license. You also have to pay property tax every year on that car. And I want you to think about that for a minute. If you don't pay those property taxes, you get your stuff taken from you. So in essence, when you buy a home or a car, do you ever really own it? You don't. So what happens then is the government can take anything they want because you don't pay the taxes. And all in time, this is not something that has just occurred once. It has been slipping and sloping for a long time, since after the Civil War. And it really started in 1914 with the income tax in Woodrow Wilson's administration, which we'll discuss here at a later date. And then, let's say you keep going and going, you save up more money, you decide to sell the car. Cool. You then got to pay taxes on selling the thing you already owned. So you never really even own it, and when you get rid of it, you have to pay it again. And then the real kicker, when you don't even think about, gas tax. Now, gas tax, some states don't have it. I know here in Virginia, we abolished it about 2 years ago to help lower our costs where North Carolina's gas is so expensive. Then you go out to states like California. They're announcing today they're going to be upping theirs by 42 to 48 cents, depending on how it's going to pass in their state legislature. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm all state rights. Every state should have the rights to be over themselves. I'm a true Jeffersonian libertarian. I believe state rights, central government is not our thing. State governments. Richmond knows what Virginia needs. Sacramento knows what California needs. But on top of that, they're also talking about raising their vehicle registrations by 200%. That's a lot in my world. I'm broke. But that's just more examples of taxes being taken out and the little things that we don't really think about. We have a lot of great things to protect us in this country. We have the Bill of Rights. Our forefathers fought a long time ago and had great concepts of what we need. Our current president, who is going to be gone here in about 4 days, too bad Gary Johnson didn't get #Johnson Weld, but he said in our country, we cling to our guns and to our Bibles. Now, I believe in all freedoms. You don't have to like guns, you can. Same thing with religion. I've got friends of all religions, and I believe if you want to set aside and worship a tree, that's truly your call. But at the end of the day, we're all still paying taxes, and I don't think that's something we all truly think about. If you think about it, back in 1776, when those were written in Articles of Confederation, the thing that pretensed the Bill of Rights, you had like a 3% tax, and we were ready to go to death for it. Give me liberty or give me death, is famously said. Now we're getting taxed 30, 40, 50%. We don't even blink an eye. We go, well, it's just part of life. But does it have to be? I get told a lot of times, am I a Republican? Am I a Democrat? I'm neither. I'm very proud to be part of the Libertarian Party. No party's perfect. Mine's not. We didn't do well this past election, but I'm truly hoping in the next round we did. Here in Virginia back in 2014, Sarvis ran for governor and did really well. Of course, a lot of Republicans blame us and say that's the reason that, the Republican incumbent lost. Then you go to the general election, you've had Hillary come out and even say, Gary Johnson, his small 3.8% cost her the election. In reality, the election was going to go one way or the other. I was like, it could be hacking, it could be views, it could be swayed either way. The election went the way it did. But, in 2020, I'm hoping, if you ever somehow see this, Austin Peterson, Augie, run, stay libertarian. I know right now you're talking about switching parties. Stay with us. Or Rand Paul, come back to the party of your father, Ron Paul Revolution. That's what started me on this. But, I've digressed a lot in this video. Thank you so much for watching this, everybody. I'm hoping I can make a few more. If you got any ideas, please shoot me out some ideas. I know it's gonna sound cheesy, but hit like or share at the bottom of the page to, just give me some more ideas and show me some love. As always,